Since the month of September, there have been so much movements in the UAE. People moving around in and out of the country. And the only thing I've been hearing is amnesty, amnesty. What is amnesty?
Alright. Amnesty is a moment the government of UAE put in place to pardon people who have been a victim of one or two violations. Dubai or UAE is being governed by a lot of laws that makes its beauty so alarming. And most often the Africans and other nationals, when they come, they become victims of these laws. And every crime or any crime in UAE is being punished by fines. Now, if you have you overstay in Dubai just for a day or in UAE, you'll be fined. If you wrongly cross the road, you equally have fine. If your documents expired without you renewing, you equally have a fine. And if you also bought the bus without paying, like topping up your card, you end up being fined. So a lot of these, in one way or the other, people are guilty or they fall under violations. And now during the moment when the UAE government assess the systems and notice that there are a lot of people that fall, a lot of violators, they decide to do a subsidy because the crimes keep increasing, especially the overstay as days goes by. Some people end up having hundreds of thousands, that is millions in some currency, to pay for their fines or overstay to be cleared off before leaving the country, or you'll be locked up for some time, and in the end of it, you'll be deported. And in this process, you have to pay for your own ticket. So at one point, UAE government noticed they have even almost billions of people in the country who falls under violations. And the only way out to help these people or to reduce the rate was for the government to give amnesty. That is the clemency whereby the government pardon people. It's either you can exit the country without being locked up and without being paying the fine, or all your fine will be cancelled with some conditions. So this is amnesty. For those visas violators, they were being given a period of 2 months or so that they can fix up their status, either by having a new visa, resident visa, work permit, or they exit the country without any ban and without even paying a dime. Some people have the opportunity to equally secure a job, because being into overstay is very difficult to have a job, because if you have a job, to also do a new visa you need to pay a lot of money, which most of the employers were not ready to spend that much on someone who is under violation. They prefer to hire less experienced people who are not having any crime. So with the help of amnesties, many people are able to secure a job because the amnesty is still going on. And some people will equally go to the immigration to obtain a pass to go to their country or to travel elsewhere. So this is what amnesty is all about.
Hi, Sister Bernice. Thanks for all of that. Hi, Sister Bernice. Thanks for all of that. So, how is the amnesty done in the UAE? Can you give us the steps? For example, the first question: what is the cost of overstay for 1 day? If you overstay for 1 day.
All right, thank you very much. If you overstay for 1 day with a resident permit already, like a cancel visa, your visa, you had a resident visa and it was being cancelled or it expired, the first day is 100 dirham, and then any other day will be 50 dirhams each. But if you have tourist visa, sometimes you'll pay that 100 and then another money for fines as a penalty for just being overstay with tourist visa. You have a fine just the first day. You have a sum of 310 dirhams to pay. Then any other day you'll be paying 50. Before it was 100 for tourists, but now everybody is paying 50 per day. So each day you stay in Dubai without a legal document, you are paying 50, or you are owing the government 50.
Okay, and so as you're owing the government, you can't exit the country without paying your fines. So, Sister Bernice, for those who have had fines for so many years or so many months, and they have run to some of the Emirates like Ashman, Ras Al Khaimah, during this period of amnesty, what can they do in order to rectify their situations in the country?
All right. UAE is a country having 7 emirates. Even though their finances are being managed separately, but when it comes to legal documents, they normally handle it harmoniously. So wherever you are, be in Omar Queen, be in Fujairah, Ajman, Abu Dhabi, you can go to any immigration to either obtain a pass to exit or to fix your status. For you to arrange to fix your status to secure a job or to have a visa known as freelance visa, you do not need to go to any immigration. You just need to contact the agency who are in charge of these visas, be it tourist visas or freelance visa, and you give them the required documents and the money, and everything will be fixed up for you.
Okay, thank you. So if you have overstayed and you have to contact the person who has to make a visa for you, do you need any document from the government to show that your overstay has been cancelled and now you can make a visa without paying any fine? What will you do?
All right, thank you very much for the question. Like I said, if you want to do your visa, everything is systematic, everything is in the system. Your documents, as you step into this country, everything is being registered in the system. Once your passport number is there in the system, every information about you will be shown. And now once you are applying for a visa, they already know that the category of such people falls under this privilege, and there will be no question whether you need amnesty or you are one of those who merit the amnesty. Everything is in the system, and they'll just, once you want to process your visa, the system will just, everything, there will be no obstruction because amnesty is out.
Okay, thank you. Then I hear some people saying, since the amnesty is out, if you want to rectify your situation to stay in the country, your fines will be reduced and you pay just a certain amount of fines to rectify. Some people are saying you don't have to pay.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Is awesome. For amnesty means you are not paying anything. The only thing you have to pay for those who are going in for freelance is just the visa charge, the visa fee. For those who will secure a job, your employer, the person hiring you, is going to settle everything, like just paying for your visa fee, sponsor your visa. Apart from that, there's no payment anywhere so far as amnesty is out.
Okay, thank you. Then for those who have to return to their countries, is the government of UAE going to pay your flight if you want to return to your country after they have granted you the amnesty?
Good question. Now with amnesty, if you want to exit your country, you go to the immigration, any of the immigration or deportation centers like Alawi if you are in Dubai, or Suhab in Abu Dhabi. You get there. Once you are there, you will be given the out pass, a note, out pass, and then before going there, you must pay your flight ticket. You yourself must pay your flight ticket, and they're issuing you this out pass. An out pass is a certificate that permits you to exit the country without paying any fine. Whether you had a fine for overstay and a fine for road crossing or any other fines, all the fines are placed under the under amnesty. So when you are exiting, none of those fines will be paid again. The outpass is there to for coverage, to cover you up, and you just need to pay your flight, you yourself, and you go to your country.
Okay, thank you. Then what of those who have been under ban? Okay, thank you. Then what of those who have been under ban? And to start with, can you tell us what it means to be under a ban in the UAE?
All right. Ban is another category of fine, penalty, like if a lot of violations lead to ban. Maybe you were caught stealing, maybe in your company, then the company can equally give you a ban, or a company hire you and spend much on you to fix up or to give you a resident visa, and after you have the ID card in your hand, you use it to go and work elsewhere where you'll be paid higher than your former or your original employer. So the company angrily can place a ban on you. Secondly, before coming into UAE, you always apply for a visa, and this visa has a time frame, and the person applying for your tourist visa for you to come in here has a deposit that he puts. If the person doesn't give a deposit, the travel agency also give a deposit to the immigration, and now the immigration has a time frame for you to be in the country, either to switch your visa from the tourist visa to employment visa, that's work permit, or to exit without being overstayed. And now if you violate the time by staying more than the time without fixing the status, without changing your status from that tourist visa to another visa, the company, if they are not gracious, they can place a ban on you. That is, you cannot run away. Even if you go to do a visa somewhere after overstaying on their visa and their deposit given to the government being swallowed by the government because it's not refundable, if the person overstayed just for 1 second, that money will never be refunded to the travel agency that gave you the visa. And so even if you go elsewhere and pay your overstayed, you just pay for overstayed, but the deposit will never be given to the person. So this normally creates a lot of anger, so much so that the travel agency will just end up placing a ban on you because you don't even want to come and fix things right with the person. Until you go and meet the person, the ban will not be removed.
Thank you. What of someone who had been put under ban like from January, and this amnesty has come into effect? Does it apply to you? Can you be granted amnesty?
Yeah, amnesty were for people starting from August backward till 2017, because some people are in UAE since 2017 that they have never fixed their status and so on. So this amnesty were for everybody, but those who overstay or had ban after September 2nd or September 1st, they are not privileged to have the amnesty coverage.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So now, if you're living in the UAE, the amnesty is still going on. Please try to rectify your situation so you can be in the country.
And more to that, note the rate of ladies or female that has benefited from amnesty is almost approximately 4 million, and so the government of UAE are not granting visa or work permit again for ladies because they are already seeing a situation where the employees are more than the available jobs. So only for guys, if you are a male, you are entitled or you merit the amnesty.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this channel.
Like, share and comment.
And her channel name is
Princess Cheerleader.
I will leave the link in the description and on the screen. Please go and subscribe to her channel and let her know you're coming from here. Stay blessed. God loves you. Bye bye.